I think it might be time to look at tactics once and for all. Hey guys, welcome back to some more Football Manager 2019. I'm Joe if you're new around here, and welcome to part 5 of season 1 of the local hero Newcastle beta save. And in today's episode we are taking on Watford and Liverpool in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. So let's have a look at what's happened since you were last with us. Well, we beat Arsenal 3-1, a really good performance in fairness. Rondon, Ritchie and Fernandes getting the goals there. And then we lost 5-2 to Chelsea, which, you know, can happen to anybody. But what is worrying is just our general form lately. We haven't quite been ourselves, and, you know, I think it might be time to just have a little look at the tactics. We're currently in 11th place, not really in any trouble of relegation at the moment, 9 points clear of Brighton, and you know, we're closer to the top 4 than we are the relegation zone, which is fantastic. But I think we do need to look at tactics, so that is exactly what we're going to do today. We might even only get the one match in, depending on how we go. So gegenpressing, that is what we've done so far, if you like. But you know, there's plenty of other tactical styles here. If we go on a new tactic, then we can see what they all consist of. So we've got control possession. I don't quite think we're good enough for that one. Gegenpressing, that is what we have been doing. You can see the sort of style that it leads to, which is very nice on the eye. There's then tiki-taka, which again I don't think we're quite good enough for. There's vertical tiki-taka, which is quite similar. Wing play, now this, I guess it is something that we could look towards, so I guess that moves to the top of the list for now. Wing play definitely could be something. You know, we've got two very strong wingers in Matt Ritchie, Christian Atsu. We've got Kennedy in the squad, Muto, Jacob Murphy, I think, to a certain extent as well. There's Route 1, which is kind of the Sam Allardyce way of playing. I'm not entirely sure that's a direction I really want to go down. Fluid counter-attack, something we've done earlier in the season with Newcastle, which I don't know. I don't think it suits us. This is an interesting one. I don't know what this is. The Catenaccio, which looks very defensive. It looks like a Jose Mourinho tactic. We've got park the bus, and then obviously there's create your own style. So let's just cancel that for now. And I think we want to go wing play. I think this is the one that we're going to go for. So there's a 4-1-4-1, which I guess is how we've been playing. I don't think we can survive with two up top. I really don't. What could we go for? So 4-2-3-1. Or that one could work, but it doesn't really help wide play, does it? I mean, why don't we go 4-2-3-1 actually? If we go 4-2-3-1, it means we can get Ioza Perez into the team, which could be a decent shout, you might say. Right, so let's put Ritchie out there. He's gonna continue on his inside forward routine. We'll still have Rondon as the pressing forward. Shelvey can also play behind the striker, which is useful. We'll have Diame as the Mazzala on support, and we'll have Hayden as a box-to-box midfielder. That seems to work quite nicely. And then we can have Ioza Perez in behind the striker as hold on, what does Ioza Perez actually like doing? Apparently nothing. Advanced playmaker? I guess he could be an advanced playmaker. We don't actually have any other sort of playmaker in the squad now, so that could work quite nicely. The wing-back support has been working quite well, and I'm quite liking the look of that tactic so far. So let's have a little look at in possession. So we're going to be playing very wide, which is good. Passing into space. Do we want to underlap? Rather than waiting for a player to arrive from deep with an overlapping run, instead looking for a teammate. I quite like that. Underlap left and right. Work the ball. Actually, no. Let's not go for that just yet. Slightly more direct passing, high tempo. Be more expressive. I think that's a good thing to do. In transition, we have quite liked the counter press, but let's keep going with the counter press. Let's sort of try and rein in the gegenpress and while going for a little bit more wing play. This all looks fine. Distributing to the flanks is what I like. Out of possession, so we're going to have a standard defensive line. I think bring that back just slightly. We can move the line of engagement a little bit higher. We'll have that on standard, and we'll have the defensive line a little bit further back. Defensive width, we'll have that quite narrow. Seems to make sense. So it'll be a sort of funnel effect. We'll work quite narrow from the back and then expand wide as we go forward. I think that makes sense. So yeah, I think that's your lot for that one. I think that's a decent little tactic we've put together there. Hopefully, touch wood. We'll bring Yedlin in. And I feel like I haven't actually picked the squad for this one because Ki Sung Young is out the squad. So we'll bring him onto the bench for him. And I think that's how we'll go for today. We'll take Darlow off and put on Dubravka instead as a sweeper keeper. So that is what we're going to go for today. We'll go for Dubravka in goal with Yedlin, Lascelles, Clark and Dummett in defence. We've then got Diame and Hayden in the midfield with Richie, Jose Perez and Atsu starting behind Salomon Rondon up top. So this is a game we're favourites for, and it'll be nice to see what actually happens with our tactic today. So that's your sort of look in this series at the tactics screen and how I build tactics generally. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. I think we might just stick with this match today. I know we've got a Carabao Cup quarter-final, but I'm not that bothered about the Carabao Cup. We're probably going to go out against Liverpool anyway, so we'll see how today goes. If we play beautiful football, win 6-0, then I might. But certainly a little bit of a nervous start to the match. So here's Capu, I think it is. Ducor, now to Capu again. Capu switches the play all the way to Kiko now. And this is what the Gegen press didn't allow is time on the ball. Here's Diame. Diame on the ball. Passes it forward to Rondon now. Rondon. Oh, he's lost it. Unlucky. But yeah, we're getting near January. I think next episode we'll do the Boxing Day match. So that'll be the next episode. Will be the last episode before the January transfer window. So the one after that will hopefully have a couple of signings in place. Particularly attacking wise, that's certainly something I'm looking to do. Pereira into the middle, Delafeu's there, and it's 1-0. Gerard Delafeu with the goal, a nice header past the goalkeeper. There's not much that the tactic is going to do to stop that sort of goal. It was just a nice cross and a good header. Dubravka could have possibly done a bit better, but these things happen. Here's Yedlin. Yedlin on the ball now to Diame. Richie. Oh, Jose Perez scores, and that is what we're talking about. That's why I wanted to try and fit him into the team. and he has got a goal. He's rewarded us for playing him today, and I mean, look at the amount of players in the box there. That was beautiful to see. Now, Jose Perez, nice finish, and it is 1-1 now. So 20 minutes in, haven't really seen any wing play yet, so to speak, but please let me know down in the comments if there's little alterations that you think would be good for the tactic. Then please let me know. Christian Atsu's picked up another knock. So, and so is Rondon, for goodness sake. Oh dear. He's got a twisted knee apparently, so he's going to have to come off. Far from pleased with that. Right, Atsu's going to come off for Kennedy, and then Muto can come on for him, and that looks good to me. So that's how we'll go into the second half. Apologies. Here's Clark, now Diame. Oh, and that's end of highlight. But we are creating chances, which is good to see. Not quite having as much possession as we've been enjoying lately, but you know, at least we're creating chances, which is good. Here's Yedlin, now to Diame, now to Ritchie. Ritchie on the ball, gets it wide to Hayden. Hayden now to Kennedy. This could be a chance. Hayden. Here's Matt Ritchie with the shot, and what a finish that is from Matt Ritchie for his 11th goal of the season. The Newcastle fans are going crazy. It's 2-1. What a brilliant finish that was from Matt Ritchie, and Kennedy with the pass to Hayden, who got it forward to Matt Ritchie. What a wonderful finish. That is absolutely brilliant. And Jermaine Defoe has scored 4 at the age of 36. How many has he scored this? Right, hold on. Get Scout Report. We are going to try and nab Jermaine Defoe. He scored 4 goals in that game against West Ham. That is ridiculous. And I tell you what, he'd be quite a tasty addition to this squad. I know he's a former Sunderland player. That's the only problem when you're managing Newcastle. John Joe Shelby's got a little bit more about him. So we're going to go with John Joe Shelby. We'll swap Jose Perez to a shadow striker. And yeah, I quite like this tactic. It's certainly creating chances, which is what I wanted it to do. And it's allowing our attacking players to flourish a little bit, which is good. So yeah, I think the verdict is that's gone rather successfully. Here's Delafeu. Now to Mazzina. Oh, please no, Dubravka gets it. Thank goodness for that. 10 seconds to go. I don't like how they just stood there. Please just get rid of it, Dubravka, and he does. Oh, here's Muto. Oh, that's the final whistle. A vintage display apparently from us there. And I've got to agree, we played very, very well. It was a good performance, and one I'm very, very pleased with. But I think that is where we're going to leave it for today's episode. So if you have enjoyed that, then make sure you do leave a big fat like down below. It really does help me out. If we could hit 10 likes, that would be amazing. I really would appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager 2019 videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.